went to go get drinks, and there was a building on fire downtown, and it was dark, but you could see the smoke because of like the city lights, and it was just this tall, like skinny black, and we were all like, "Do you see it? It's the black smoke!"
The others are coming.
Yeah, that's literally what we said.
Sit back, Hassan. Let's enjoy the final episode of Lost for Three.
Wait, I want some more.
All right, sorry for yelling at you guys for talking so much.
No,
I feel
please
bad.
Continue yelling.
I really do feel bad because it's nice to hear your thoughts.
I was hurt, actually.
You shouldn't have been.
Yeah, so
Hassan's
feel free to air
sensitive.
your thoughts, but just keep them like brief.
Short.
The French woman shows up
We're
with a
ready.
guy
We're
warning
ready.
about
We're
the
ready.
other.
Hassan, shut up. There was dialogue.
Here we go. Final episode of the season.
What was that?
We gotta get out of here.
Running? You're running?
Mom!
Is Jack finally gonna see the monster too? Are we finally gonna get to see the monster? Look at his eyes. He looks scared for the first time ever. I told you him being too sure of himself was gonna get him in trouble. What did he see? Locke running makes me nervous. Locke left the dining. What is that noise? Chain. It sounds like a chain. Is it? What's around his leg? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Hustled!
What's happening? They're gonna throw it down. No, 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 no! Oh, look at all the other areas. What was that?
Good question.
Why is he mad that they threw it in?
John was like, no, let me go. I'll be okay.
But then why was he scared when he saw? Why did he start running?
So what words are in here? Eat. Yeah. Hope you know how lucky you are, man.
That's so cute.
Back in business?
Duct tape. Always been there.
Oh, hey.
Aw.
You.
I love this character development between their relationship.
You
knew it.
Stupid idiot. Like it's that easy.
Animal, what is you keep the pressure on like this? You're a soldier. What do people do when they get wounded?
What? Gunpowder?
This is because I hit you, isn't it?
Oh no.
This is not going to be pleasant.
Oh, I'm so stressed right now. It was so unpleasant.
Oh man. Be careful what you wish for.
I need my car. Someone's on a bloody flight to me.
Same one, dude.
Were they all in that hotel at some point?
Wait, what happened now with his leg? 42. 8, 4.
You were confirmed for seat 20G. A man in your size must purchase 2 tickets.
What? Fine. Whatever.
It appears that your flight is already boarding. I don't think you're meant to make this flight, dear.
Back of the line. I'm gonna miss my no. Back of the line.
Sorry. I've just been
Guys, look.
You're taking the computer out now?
That's me. I agree
with him so much.
I just had a hip replacement. I need this thing. $1,600.
I love Hurley. I mean, it would have been better if he didn't make it, but...
Let me on this plane.
This is your lucky day.
No, it's not. Did he really get there after Arts? Remember
I
Arts?
don't think so.
Oh no, because he still has to wait in the security line.
Yep.
Is there something?
Oh, he's using the numbers.
No.
Thought I heard 23. The guy who called the feds on me did it for a $23,000 reward. Know something to you?
No. What the hell was all that about back there, John?
That thing was taking you down the hole and you asked me
Wasn't
what you
gonna
got
hurt me.
No, John, it was going to kill you.
I seriously doubt that.
What?
I believe that I was being tested. I think that's why you and I don't see eye to eye sometimes, Jack. Because you're a man of science.
Yeah. What does that make you?
Me, I'm a man of faith. You think we crashed on this place by coincidence? Especially this place? We were brought here for a purpose, for a reason, all of us. Each one of us was brought here for a reason.
And who brought us here, John?
The island. This is no ordinary place. You've seen that. I know you have. The island chose you too, Jack. It's destiny.
You're insane, John.
You talk with Boone about destiny,
You
John?
lost it.
Boone was the sacrifice that the island demanded.
Oh.
What happened to him in that plane was a part of the chain of events that led us here, that led us down a path, that led you and me to this day, to right now.
That is so symbolic. That's crazy.
Where's that path end, John? The path ends at the hatch. The hatch, Jack. All of it. All of it happens so that we could open the hatch.
No, we're opening the hatch so that we can survive. I don't believe in destiny.
Yes, you do. You just don't know it yet.
You guys are gonna lock John up. It's crazy.
Ugh.
He's caught the virus.
Do you mind if we carry you on?
No, I'll be fine.
Oh, he hates everything. I don't blame him. John.
These extra sticks, back a couple 100 yards.
Can I have a flashlight? The torch from the dynamite thing not making a whole lot of sense to me.
Thank you.
Being out at sea at night, that's so creepy.
We're 15 miles out. That battery runs out. Man said every hour. Seen the way he talks to you. I'd have showed him the back of my hand a long time ago. You would, huh? Why is the guy who only cares about himself want to risk his life to save everyone else? You're either a hero or you want to die. I ain't no hero, Mike.
What?
That's what I think it is.
A ship?
Something's out there.
Doesn't mean it's a ship. Oh, that is not a ship. What was that? It was a hot mess.
What the hell is that? This is the black smoke?
Try to listen to Saeed, please.
She's here.
Listen to
Danielle?
Saeed.
You come out! Right now! Calm down.
They were not here.
You have to give us the baby.
I wanted my Alex back.
You're right.
If I gave them the baby.
I feel like it's still not real.
It's okay. I got you. There never were any others. You started the fires yourself.
Charlie.
I heard them whispering. The others said they were coming for the boy.
Walt? You think it's Walt instead of the baby? Maybe. Oh, that's why they're in the ocean. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god, no.
And Ethan Ron messed up.
Because she said coming for the child, coming for the boy. No. I literally don't know how the two of you are talking right now. I'm so stressed.
I mean, he is a surgeon.
And he can't die, right? They're main characters.
I'll light it. You take cover. There'll be enough burn time for me to get clear.
I want Hurley to see the numbers.
Putting the dynamite in your pack.
Yeah, that's
It's a judgment call. Everybody wants me to be a leader until I make a decision that they don't like. You're second guessing me, Kate. If you survive this, you survive tonight, we're gonna have a lock problem. And I have to know that you got my back.
I got your back.
Hey, I love Jack. I love Jack. He's so right.
Oh no.
John is
Oh
crazy.
no. Oh god, I hate everything. He saw the numbers. Shh.
Stop! Stop! We can't do this! Stop it! We can't! Stop! What?
No! 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 No!
Stop! What are you doing? Why'd you do that?
Hurley, run! Hurley, no! Hurley, no! Don't tell him to put it out! He's gonna die! I'm so scared. I think it did work. I think it did too.
I love how that's the scene it falls into.
Give me the damn flare gun. It's closer, I'm telling you, look.
I know.
What is it?
We don't know, little man.
Don't
We
use
don't
the
know.
flare.
We have to fire the flare.
We
No,
don't know what
don't.
it is. It could be anything. A piece of floating junk.
It's moving away.
We're moving. It doesn't make. Look, are you gonna give me the damn gun, or am I gonna have to take it?
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Don't use it. It's not a ship.
Come on!
You're pointing them to your son.
Please, God.
Will it come back?
It comes towards them.
It's coming back. That's not good. It's not a ship. Not a ship. Oh my god, Jin. Jin.
I know.
Not a ship. What is it? I'm so scared. Me too. This is too happy. I don't trust happy things and loss anymore.
What are you folks doing this far out here? Out of a month, man! Plane crash, huh? It's a good thing we found you. Yeah. There's a whole group of people on the other. Ain't that something? Only the thing is, we're gonna have to take the boy.
What? What'd you say?
We're gonna have to take him.
What the hell's going on here? Who are you people?
Just give us the boy.
I'm not giving you anybody.
Well, all right then.
Sawyer! I knew that was gonna happen.
No. No. No.
Are you kidding me? They think it's happy. Yeah. No one here will know about Walt or anything.
And they almost got away if it wasn't for the
I know,
flare
it's
gun.
stupid flare. I'm more okay with them now. They still annoy me, but...
Are they still safe though? Because remember they said they were coming for all of them?
I know, that's why I was confused. Or maybe that was Danielle's just way of tricking them
Oh
all.
my god, he
No! Her face in that. So annoying.
I wonder what's so important about the watch.
Tells time, and that's all we've got, really.
Oh my god, no. Why'd they have to torment us that way?
I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to be handcuffed on a plane for this exact reason. What if the plane crashes? Freaking Hurley. Oh. I feel like Hurley and Locke and Walt all have like a weird connection.
Because they're all a little bit special.
Yeah, they're the ones with like superpowers, I guess.
That's a comic book that Walt was reading. Aww. Locke didn't listen at all. He just did it.
Dude, oh my god, what's inside?
Did you see what Hurley did? He did the like...
Oh.
I'm so scared. We're definitely not gonna know what's in it.
Yeah.
No,
Or we're
we
gonna
better
see
know.
it, and we're not gonna know what it is.
A ladder.
It's a tunnel.
Why don't we just go straight down?
See?
Okay, that satisfies a little bit of my curiosity.
Well, folks, we made it to the first season of Lost.
Wow.
What'd you think about the finale?
What a wild ride.
There are other people.
Did you feel like those people were more normal than Ethan?
Yeah, I feel like there's a colony of people that are on the island.
You gotta speak up.
How'd they get a boat? A working boat? Where did they come from?
Where did they get the gas?
Who are they?
All right, let's start season 2 right now. Episode 1.
Definitely not. Talk about your thoughts. Hassan, you said something interesting. You said, oh, the irony. What did you mean by that?
Because I thought it would be safer for the baby to be on the boat.
Oh.
Because I thought they were after her baby.
But they weren't. They were after Walt.
Walt. Which is ironic and also weird because how did they know that Walt was on the boat?
Do you remember we talked about this a long time ago? Because I was like, why are the others after kids and why are they not after Walt? Why are they just after the baby?
You did
I
say
remember that because I was editing it and
I was like, that's weird that they're not after Walt. He's a kid.
yeah.
And then
Zoe
we
said
were
the
all like,
same
maybe
thing.
he's not young enough.
Yeah.
How did they know he was on the boat?
That's a good question.
Well, the thing is, they almost missed them because remember they were leaving, but then the flare gun went off.
How did they know they were on the boat?
You mean, how did they know Walt specifically was on the boat?
Yeah. Did they just have people patrolling by boat?
Probably because remember that one guy got killed. He said they came from the water.
Scott.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
if they're always patrolling around the island on the boat. Because remember, they almost missed them. Because if they were, he said they were 15 miles off the island.
Yep.
And maybe they patrolled within a certain mileage off the coast of the island. And if they hadn't shot the flare gun, they probably would have gotten away. Maybe.
I really didn't think it was a boat, though. I thought that it was black smoke that pulled Locke in the water.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that opening scene. What did you guys see?
Smoke.
Describe what you
Like a magical smoke that appeared and disappeared in thin air.
You know what it made me think of?
What did it make you think?
You know the little in Frozen 2? The little fire lizard?
Yeah.
That's what it made me think of. Like, it kind of just like went, but then it got like huge.
Well, yeah, they saw something
and
small
ripped trees. Yeah, and then it's like it all came together. It's weird that the like dynamite didn't explode, but it made it leave.
I think it did explode.
It just was that deep.
I think so.
That they didn't even hear the explosion.
I heard the explosion. Did you guys
did?
hear it explode when she threw the dynamite in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Maybe I was plugging my ears.
Did
I
they
don't
kill
know.
the security system?
I
don't think
know.
so.
No, it got out.
It kind of seemed like it just expelled it out of the ground from a certain area.
What's underground?
So when they found that hatch, I was like, oh, it's an underground tunnel. And I don't know why that was my first thought. But I thought it would be like subways, like sideways, you know? Which, like, I guess it still could be, but it's like very deep.
Very, very deep.
Straight down.
My first thought was Locke was being pulled into a deep hole as well. And
Yeah.
now he wants to go climbing down a deep hole.
I know. Well, he seemed to be fine being pulled down the deep hole. So, of
It's
course,
true.
he's going to be excited. I thought it was annoying that he didn't even wait and listen to what Hurley had to say.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he just
Yes.
knew what
Selfish.
he wanted to do.
Well,
so
it
he was
kind
like,
of emphasizes how Jack said we're gonna have a Locke problem.
Yes.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But Locke is so, like, I mean, he's been right about everything so far.
I mean, Boone died, so I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Like, the fact that Boone died has completely lost credibility. Like, he's lost
He said that was
credibility.
part of it.
Did you hear what
But
he
that's
said about that?
wrong.
I mean, it is wrong, but, like,
He said Boone was a sacrifice the island demanded, which is very similar to what Zola, you pointed out in the dream, when he had that dream.
Yeah.
And you said, well, maybe Boone dying has to happen
yeah.
for them to... And that's like almost exactly what he said there at the end. He was like, all of these things, chains of events led to this moment right
I thought
now.
it was stupid for him to tell Jack that, though, because Jack is so in the mindset of do no harm, and then you have Locke being like, it's fate, Boone was meant to die, and Jack's like, no, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Even though he's kind of been right so far, that we
It's
can tell.
It's because Jack, remember Jack said, so where does this stop? And then he was like, the hatch.
At the hatch.
Yes.
And Jack knows, like, the hatch is probably not where this is going to stop.
No.
So
Right.
Jack is thinking, how many people have to die for you to feel satisfied?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sure.
You know?
Such
So
a good point.
That's
Lola.
what Jack is thinking. That's
Yeah.
why he's thinking maybe.
Exactly. That's
maybe
why it
yes.
was so dumb for him to be like, to tell him his actual thoughts. He should have lied.
You can even... It can get to the point where he joins the others to realize this ambition he has.
Exactly. That's
And
why Jack.
everyone dies.
Exactly. That's why Jack was like, "Where does this stop?" And he's like, "This is the hatch." And Jack's like, "That's not true."
What if
You know?
Locke is sick? He's protecting the island at this point.
He's one of the undocumented people on the planet.
Because, I mean, like, he would rather have Boone die to do what the island wants.
Do you think you wanted Boone to die, though?
No, but
I
I
don't think
think...
you really knew Boone was going to die.
No, but I feel like
He accepted it too
he
quickly.
accepted it because he's like, there's something about this island. Like, he
Yes.
obviously wasn't super upset
He did
about it.
own up to it, though. He said it was my
Oh,
fault.
yeah, totally. It was his fault. But he, in his mind, he's like, I have this bigger picture about the island. And so, like, that was terrible, but it's what needed to happen.
One thing I love about that scene between Jack and Locke where they're just talking about destiny versus, science versus faith. I really love how it puts the audience in an awkward position. Because we as the audience, we kind of like sympathize with Locke. Like, we want to know what's in the hatch. We want to see the others. We want to, we want to explore the island like Locke does. But then we still like disagree, at least at me at this point, would disagree with some of the decisions he's making. So do you see how that's an awkward position where we as a viewer, we want to Locke to keep exploring the island and what's going on.
But we're also like, Locke, you're so stupid.
But we're also like, oh, maybe, but Jack's right. Like, Jack's like, okay, we're going to have a Locke problem. So it puts us in this weird position. I love how it does that.
Because it's like you want both things to happen.
So
I just thought Locke was insane.
What do you think they're going to do with Walt?
In that dialogue between Jack and Locke?
Real quick before we talk about Walt. So you line up on the side of Jack.
Absolutely.
Science versus faith. All right. Zola, which side are you on here? I mean, right now.
Well, I agree a little bit with Jack in terms of like he's going too far, and it really seems like Locke has crossed this line.
What made Locke cross that line?
Like, I think if he would have, after Boone's death, if he would have, like, appealed more to his own humanity in terms of, like, a friend dying.
Like, showed emotion.
And appealed more to, like, you know, maybe I shouldn't invest so much in this because how many people are going to die until I feel satisfied? But he's become so lost in his pursuit of his curiosity that I think that I agree with Jack that he's now become a problem.
Yeah.
You gotta tie him up, man.
But obviously, like, Locke does know a lot about the island, and a lot of the things he's done has revealed certain things. But I think that he's definitely crossed a boundary, like a line.
Yeah.
And I do agree with Jack that he's crossing the line, and now he's crossing the line very quickly.
Even
you know?
with the dynamite, when he was...
Exactly, because before...
Yeah,
and Jack's like, I love that line. Jack's like, you like to play games, John? And he's like... Absolutely.
Yeah,
because obviously...
I'm telling you, John is part of the others, man. He was not the person who was handicapped with the plane.
I think, because the thing is, Jack's a surgeon, right? With surgeons, you don't play around. You know, you think about every single movement of your hands, every single thing you're doing, because everything has a consequence. So Jack is constantly thinking about the consequences of his actions. And Locke is thinking about, like, trying to, like, find something, right?
Like, do the next step.
And he's not really thinking about
He doesn't know the end goal, but he's like, this is the next thing.
Yeah, and he's not thinking about the consequences of his actions, like Boone dying or other people dying, or more danger.
And he's like, that's part of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's where, like, Jack and him are now, like, veering off, because it's like, Jack's like, you can't just keep, you know... allowing people to be sacrificed in order to achieve this, like...
He's allowing coincidences to dictate, like, his course of action.
Well, we don't really know if they're coincidences on this island.
I mean, like, objectively, it is.
Well, I mean, objectively, the island, he did dream of a plane, and he in a certain spot, and he found the plane.
He also dreamed that Boone would get hurt.
Exactly, and that is exactly what happened.
Why would you send Boone into the plane?
Exactly.
But what Zola is saying is that it implies that Locke is onto something.
Yeah, so it's like, so that's the thing. So it's not really, like, it's really hard to say, like, either one of them is, like, right.
And I would like to point out that his initial experience on this island was him being able to walk again.
Yeah.
And so if that were to happen to you, I mean, like, would you be like,
oh, the
this
island's
is fate?
evil.
Like, I was trying to go on a walkabout, they wouldn't let me on, and I crashed, and all of a sudden I can walk and explore this island? Like, no wonder he feels like...
He has to do it.
Yeah, but Jack is saying, like, this is the line and you've crossed it.
I bet you if Jack knew that he was paralyzed and then he could walk, he would more so think that John Locke is a problem.
You think?
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to see it from, like, myself in that island. I'm trying to get off. I'm stranded. I'm not trying to discover this island. I'm trying to survive with my life and leave.
And he's also trying to save people too.
But what if Locke is doing the same thing and he's just going about saving people in a different way?
But he's not.
How do you know? He's discovering what's on the island, and maybe you need to discover what's on the island to get off the island.
That's a stretch.
That's a good point, though. I think that's a...
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, like, I was trying to think about the mind of the others, and I'm like, why are they so okay with, like... Because at this point, the people seem like really real people, and I'm like... Because at first with Ethan, I was like, oh, they're just like weird zombies that like the island's kind of like taken over. And now I'm thinking like, what if the others are also trying to get off the island and they're doing what they think the island's telling them to do, get off? Like kind of in the same way that Locke is. And so that they're like, we don't care that this is really messed up. We need this kid.
So does the island have a way of pitting stranded survivors against each other? And that's just...
Or maybe they've just been there... Maybe they've just like, we've been here longer, we know what we're doing, and if we have a discussion about everything, we're going to be here forever, because I don't have time to explain to you.
So,
So you think the others got stranded, the people Boone talked to on the airplane got stranded?
I think everyone there got stranded.
And then I think everyone thinks the other... Well, then that doesn't explain the kids. Why do they want the kid?
I think what Audrey's saying...
He has a weird power, like maybe they know that.
Yeah, I think what Audrey's saying is like the island is kind of like communicating with those people already. Yes. So that's how they knew to go after Walt.
So that's why I'm like, where does the line go with John Locke? Because I feel like...
So everyone is kind of more or less succumbing to a John Locke situation.
That's what I'm wondering.
Let me summarize Audrey's theory real quick, make sure I got it right. Your theory is that the others are in tune or in line with Locke.
They're just like a step ahead of Locke.
They're a step ahead, and they're like trusting these crazy things to do to either A, get off the island or to survive or whatever. And they don't have a Jack who's like dissenting, basically. And you're saying that they're like going after these things just wholeheartedly, full on faith, like this is what we got to do.
Yeah.
Or they had a Jack and you turn into a John.
Yeah, or, okay, so here's the thing that I thought was ironic, is two things. One, they were talking about, like, maybe we're all here for a reason. So I was like, I feel like that includes the others. Like, maybe they're all there for a reason. And then, also, the other thing was, like,
because there's that security system, which is like a third party.
Yeah, and Jack and Kate were arguing about the dynamite, and Jack was like, everyone wants me to be a leader until they don't like my decision. And I kind of feel like Locke is in the same mindset, where he's like, you don't ask me to be a leader like Jack, but you know without me you'd be dead. Like, so you all want me to be a leader, but you don't like my decisions. And that's why, like, you know, when Hurley's like, stop, John's like, I'm the leader, I know what I'm doing, I'm just doing it.
Executive decision.
I also think it's interesting, the others have a boat, and
that's
they're
what
not
I'm
trying
saying,
to
like,
leave.
With gas.
They're not trying to leave.
That's why I feel like they know something.
Would you be able to cross the Pacific in that kind of boat? That's my question.
Probably not, but like...
you couldn't...
How do you know they're in the Pacific?
That's where they were flying. They were flying from Sydney to LA.
Oh, yeah.
It's also interesting that the
plane... They were flying over the
plane...
Pacific? I thought they were flying and they got to the Fiji Islands and then they were turning around.
No, they turned around to head towards the Fiji Islands, but that's when they hit turbulence.
It's interesting that they're in the Pacific and that little plane was from Nigeria.
That is very interesting as well.
That's very far for a small plane like that.
If you think about where Nigeria is.
Yeah. And also that big boat that's like in the middle of the island.
And the big slave trade boat.
Coming from Africa.
Yeah, East Africa.
Oh, so we don't actually know specifically where this
island... So are they like in the Indian Ocean then? Around
we don't know.
The Pacific?
We don't know.
So I thought that was strange too.
Well, it's actually just in Hawaii, so...
You can go there. I've been there.
In the Pacific.
Yeah.
Hassan, say what you said about the monster being a third party. What did
I
you
think
mean?
there's like these people, there's groups of people. I don't know if it's just the others, and then these survivors, and then there's a second set of survivors, and then there's the people Boone spoke to on the radio. So there's either 3 groups or 4 groups, I'm not sure. And then there's the security system, which is a third party.
So what do you mean by third? Like,
it's not
related to
anyone.
Yeah.
It's just, it's always been in the island for some reason.
So you have like survivors, you have others, and then you have this like monster thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did say that number had been running for like years, right? Those numbers that were being broadcast.
Those numbers that were being broadcast were prior to the French woman being
prior
there.
to even Rousseau's arrival. So we don't know. It kind of seems like whoever set up the third-party system, we don't know if it was the others. It could be...
What third-party system? You mean
like,
the security system?
Yeah, the security system. It seems like it's more linked to those numbers. And I don't know if the others actually have anything to do with that.
Okay, also we keep talking about the security system like it's like someone like set it up, but like don't you feel like it's a little like magical?
No, I have not seen magic on this.
What was that black smoke?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Good question.
You think someone created that?
I don't know.
No way.
I
think it's a part of the island. I think like
But
no
what
one
if the whole
that.
Island itself, because no one has found this island, right? And islands are
Could've
land
been, like,
masses.
dirt being
Hold
flat-
on.
flat
Islands are land masses and
Or
they don't
smoke.
move. And it's interesting that we have all these different ships from different areas on this island. And
Yes.
this island seems mechanical in itself. So what if the island itself isn't a landmass and it's all metal, and that's what the
And it moves?
yeah, and it moves around.
It's all
And
metal.
not like obviously not the above ground, but maybe that's why there's all this tunnelage. Like, what if the island moves around, and that's why there's all these different people from different like parts of the world?
It's
on
a
it?
ship. It's
heard
a
it-
giant ship.
You heard it here first, YouTube. The island moves and there's a ship.
Also,
I don't know if it's a ship,
Also-
but it seems like it moves. It would make sense why no one's found and like written down on a map where it is.
right, but also remember how when Locke went into the black ship, whatever,
Black
Rock ship, he said they were probably slaves coming from Africa. And do you remember what he said they were doing?
What?
mining.
Mining slaves from East Africa, yeah.
So you think they intentionally sailed to that?
Why would there
Island
be?
to mine that island?
Why are there large, deep tunnels? And they're going to mine.
Interesting point.
Dude,
I love all of your theories.
And
you
it would
are
make
coming up with some
sense.
great stuff.
It would make sense why no one would ever be able to find them too if it's constantly
Dynamite.
moving around.
Why did they have
So you're-
dynamite in the ship?
Oh yeah.
Because they're mining. You have to use dynamite to mine.
Really?
Yeah.
blow up like
And to make
quarries and
tunnels
stuff.
too.
Yeah. You have to blow up the ground to like make the tunnel wider. But I want to know, why were they mining? What were they mining for? Maybe this wasn't their final destination. Maybe they're
And-
going to
True.
mine for something else.
Yeah,
But
That's
we
true.
don't know.
And it would also make sense if it is like a big like metal thing that moves around. It would maybe it has a big magnet that helps it run that would make the compass go up.
Oh, cohesive theory. You've got a cohesive theory that
I thought-
basically ties a lot together.
I thought the compass on the boat would be messed up.
Right.
You know?
But maybe they're
But
off
we
the
didn't
island.
get to see them on the boat for very long. So.
Yeah, so
Do you
now
think Sawyer's dead?
No, I don't
No.
think so.
so
I don't
we've
think so
talked
either.
about the island, Locke, Jack. Let's talk about Walt real quick. You mentioned
So
Walt.
worried.
You mentioned Walt having
Nervous.
abilities,
Yeah.
and you said something about the others knowing that.
Yeah, I feel like they know. I feel like that's why they're after him and not the baby. Also, though, it doesn't make sense why they went after Alex.
Alex.
And they went
Unless
after Claire.
Alex-
Well, Ethan took Claire as well.
Ethan took Claire. Someone brought up an interesting point that said Ethan could have brought Claire by accident.
Yeah.
But also, we don't know if Aaron has powers because he's a baby.
And we
But
don't
they
know if
took
Ethan
Alex
is with those
only
people.
after a week.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't
And the baby has not
understand.
been born for a week, I don't think, at this point. Maybe he has.
I don't know.
And his
That
name
baby
is...
does not look like a newborn. I'm just telling you guys that.
It did when it first came out, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like an alien.
Newborn.
What's the baby's name?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. Yep.
Um.
Yeah, so...
About Walt?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
pretty
know
much
what's
all
gonna
of it.
happen to Walt.
Um,
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no guesses.
Then let's talk about the hatch real quick, and then we will be done. Let me think if there's anything else.
Why
in
did the light turn
flashbacks.
on?
What light?
Oh, there was a light in the hatch.
Remember
I remember
at
that.
when
some
Locke-
point.
Oh.
You think there's like a inspector guy down there?
He's like...
What's going on? up
the
there?
The
I love
boat.
it.
The boat that the others had also had a light.
Ooh,
Very
Yeah.
bright
interesting
light.
connection. Very bright light, yeah.
And remember, Rousseau also said that they have batteries too.
Yeah.
Who? Rousseau,
The others.
Rousseau did not say that. Rousseau said
They control it now.
there's a
The-
radio tower that has a significant power source, but they control it now.
Oh,
That's what
I
he
mean,
What did she mean by that? But they control it now.
The others,
said. The
right?
others.
As opposed to who controlled it before? Or just they control it now?
I mean, I'm
Maybe
Well,
assuming
she
her-
had access to it.
maybe her crew set it up.
She obviously had access to it because she recorded the message, but then now someone else controls it.
Do you think they got there around the same time that she did?
Who? The others?
Yeah, because they didn't control it before she got there, right? So imagine what if they got there? What if they landed around the same, or like got stranded around the same time she
Like
got
the others
there
are a recent development.
as well? Well, recent in terms of
16
her.
years. Oh, for her.
Yeah.
What
I
about
don't
the
know.
other survivors of Flight 815? When are we going to see them?
I know.
Season
You're
2?
assuming
I was
there's
hoping-
other survivors.
I was
of Flight
hoping that
But
they would
the
be in
radio-
here by the end of the first season.
Yeah, me too. That they would join them. And where's Rose?
Yeah, we didn't see Rose in this
I
one.
mean, she's probably just
Probably
chilling.
She'll-
She's like,
She's in and out.
Mimosas at the beach.
Yeah.
Also, they didn't go after them.
Who?
They-
The others didn't go after everyone.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
Rousseau was lying about that?
Well, I think maybe she just assumed.
No,
you-
I feel like she was lying so that it gave her a chance to kidnap the baby.
Oh, maybe.
She did kind of like shove it in at the end. She was like, "They're coming again
Cause she tricked
for the baby," and then she's like, "And for all of you." It was
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like
true.
and she tricked us Saeed too to like and Charlie.
she
Mhm.
tricked what?
Saeed and
Oh,
Charlie.
with the trap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Dude, Charlie, as soon as I saw that heroin the first time they showed it in the season, I
know.
started thinking about Charlie.
I did too. I was like, I literally when we saw the plane crash, I was like, I hope Charlie doesn't find that.
Yes, you said that. I remember
And
that.
he did.
I feel so, like, it's obvious, like, he's so strong. Like, he got, like, the burn thing and all
Yeah,
that
it's
just
like,
to help
dude.
Claire.
Yep.
And it's so sad that, like, his biggest, like,
Vice.
yeah, is there to haunt him again, you know?
Also, I just feel like if he starts using drugs again, like Claire is gonna notice and like she's gonna be not like their relationship's not gonna be the same, and then he's gonna be more sad and
Well, obviously.
If he takes it again.
Yeah. And it seems like there's an abundance there. Like, there's a
He's
lot
not gonna run out
there.
in his lifetime.
Yeah. So I'm, like, really worried about
But he's
him.
also strong because he did kick it.
Yeah.
He did quit
Yeah,
cold
he
turkey.
did. That's why I'm like,
That's
dude,
true.
don't
That takes
take
a
it
lot of
back.
strength.
Well, and I kind of felt like if there was any moment to give yourself a confidence boost, it already passed. I mean, maybe something else will come later, but like, don't you think that if you're going to fight the others and take a baby back and deal with a
the adrenaline.
wound, like, wouldn't you use drugs in all of those moments? Why would you even use?
I don't think he's gonna take it again.
You think he might
so?
just, like, watch it for a couple of episodes?
Why would he take it though?
I don't know. Maybe it's
I don't-
gonna serve its purpose. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I'm not gonna jump the gun and say he's gonna use it again.
Maybe it like he'll have it there as a reminder that he like kicked it.
Or like use it for something. I just don't know what.
What can you use heroin for?
Surgery?
Maybe.
Surgery.
Or is that cocaine?
I don't know if any of that can be used for surgery.
They use cocaine for like rhinoplastic surgery.
Really?
Yeah, it slows down the bleeding and stuff.
Never heard this before.
Did you recognize that girl who met Jack? You were like, oh, she's sitting in the back of the plane. Remember? The flashback? Wasn't this episode,
yeah.
it was last episode.
Yeah, the one where she was at the bar with him.
Yeah. Did you recognize the actress?
Oh yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
Who
she's
is
the one
it?
from Fast and Furious. I think her name is Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Mm.
Yes. Do you remember her name, character name?
It was
Michelle Rodriguez?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, we have a friend named this.
Anna Lucia.
Anna Lucia.
Anna Lucia. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw her. I was like, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious, yeah. So we are going to take a long break before we come back into season 2, which I think is appropriate because it'll let season 1 settle with you guys. When we come back, I would love to have a discussion about season 1 in general before we start season 2, if that's cool with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask the YouTube, I'll probably post this pretty soon, but I'm going to ask the people who are watching on YouTube to comment like questions about what we can talk about basically for season 1. And I would love to hear your top 5 favorite characters and your bottom 3 characters or something.
Right
so
now?
think about that. No, not right now. We're
later.
going to talk about it. Think about it though, but between now and I don't know, 3 weeks from now, whatever we want.
Bottom 3.
Or bottom 1, bottom 2. I don't
No,
know.
I'm trying to think like
She's like, I can't narrow it down to 3.
There's more like a bottom 10.
My bottom 3 is Kate, John.
No, actually I was thinking the opposite.
Mike.
It's kind of hard to think of like bad characters.
They're all pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But I guess ones who annoy you. I mean, Shannon's not the best.
Kate. She's gonna be in there.
All right, we'll talk about it when we come back.
Dang.
Which will be-
I hope all the Kate fans please don't hate me. I love her.
You just said you didn't.
Kate hate. That's what we have on Lost on the Couch. Some
Kate hate.
hate.
Kate fans, bring it on.
No.
And Michael
Moon.
fans, bring it on.
You don't like Michael, huh?
No, I don't. He's really pretentious.
I like Michael. I think he's doing
I
his
don't
best
really
with Walt.
hate anyone yet.
You don't like John Locke there?
No, I don't. I used to.
Yeah, I
but
was like,
I think
you
he's a
used to?
fool.
You like Shannon now again?
I mean, I don't
I
hate her.
think she's your least favorite character.
She's my least.
I honestly think Jack has the most realistic reactions to John. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Who does?
Jack.
He does.
Oh, yeah.
Saeed
And he's
too
like
has
looking at him like,
Well, the most sensible people on the island are literally Saeed and Jack.
Yep.
Like, point blank.
Yeah.
see, that's why you and I disagree, man. You're a man of science and I'm a man of witchcraft and wizardry. And Jack's like, uh-huh. Do you believe in fate? No. Well, I do.
You will.
He
So
said
let's
you
go blow
will.
this thing up.
He said you believe in destiny, you just don't know it yet. That's
Dude,
what he
and then
said.
Saeed's reaction when Charlie's like, well, what do you do when you're a soldier? And Saeed's like, I'm about to show you.
You about to be so upset you asked, but okay.
It's too deep. Go back. No.
You know how you always hear, maybe you don't, but the stories of like people who are like wounded in a bad situation and all they have is a tampon to stop the bleeding?
Yeah.
I was like really
Nosebleeds?
questioning
Mean
if
Girls?
that's what,
Said was like, I have
Oh.
one. Shannon gave it to me.
I know, I was like, is Saeed gonna pull out
It's
a
not the best
tampon
solution,
put
to
it right in the
plug
crack.
this war wound? They've done that to like plug bullet holes that they can't get to like fast.
Really?
to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nosebleeds.
Crazy.
Do it for nosebleeds, you know?
Nosebleeds, like she's
That
the
would
man.
only be like super thin tampons, though.
Or you could cut it up a little bit and...
That's true.
All right, so our fans, the Losty fans on YouTube, want to know: are you guys Losties? Are you fans of the show?
Yes.
Yeah,
Would you say
We're gonna
so?
keep watching it, so
I'm very
Yeah.
invested.
Invested.
I didn't like the filming of the machine thing. It was kind of...
It's an old show, though. That's
What
like
machine
2000.
CGI. You're talking about the
Yeah,
the
he's talking about
security
CGI.
the monster.
Yeah, isn't it like 2004 or something? 2005.
Well, this part was 2005. Yeah.
Yeah,
funny
the,
that you
the
call
it
CGI
TV?
wasn't that good.
For TV, yeah, it's funny. You say, I'm still gonna call it a monster from here on out. I kept calling it security.
it's weird that you
system.
call it a machine.
But
machine, the sounds,
when it was dragging
tractor.
That was weird.
You
That's
know
true.
how it's underground. You know, it's kicking dirt up. It's like that's a
Ripping
machine.
trees out.
Yeah.
This is
Flying at
actually
him.
the whole Lost series is just about stopping deforestation.
security
Recycle.
system.
I'm looking at David's reaction when you say that, just to make sure.
That'd be a weird theme for the show.
Deforestation. David.
Has there been any hints towards that besides this monster?
Besides the trees being
Dude,
ripped
that
out.
would be such a good TV show.
How about
I hope you're being
deforestation?
No, I'm not. Like, if they actually made like a dramatic TV show about deforestation and sped up the amount of time that it takes to see the consequences, people would take that seriously. People would be able to understand it a lot better.
Get to
and then
writing.
people would take it
There
seriously.
still is 5 seasons left of this show. I'll say that.
Also, it's definitely about that. Got it.
Wow.
Anyways.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, for sticking through that long discussion. Comment down below if you actually made it this far into our discussion. It also answers Zola's question from earlier.
Yes.
The deforestation?
No.
Oh, from at
that
the
was last
beginning.
episode. Never mind. Well, we'll see you guys again for a discussion about season 1 as a whole next time on Lost on the Couch.
Bye.
Yay.
Say bye.
See you at season 2.
Season 2. Here we go.